Right now, ASU has to get going on offense. I think they're settling for way too many threes right now. They're just taking threes. They're not trying to get the ball inside, getting better looks at the basket.
So Arizona State will inbound. Simmons over to Hansen. Over to Ebony Walker. Her presence has been felt after this is her first game in nearly a month. Hansen, long range three on the way, and that one too short. Hollingshed high off the glass, grabs the rebound.
And that was a three Hansen was forced to take because the clock was running down.
Colorado swinging the ball out nicely, and Blackston, however, took an additional step before dribbling, and that's going to result in a traveling violation.
And that was fortunate for ASU because she was wide open in that corner. ASU out of the zone has had a hard time covering the deep corner, especially when they move the ball quickly.
You can see the Buffalo's ball movement compared to Arizona State in regards to how they're trying to move around their players in their offense. Over to Ebony Walker. And that's going to be a foul called on Colorado. We'll see what who the player it's on. Looks like it might be on Zuzana Kalinska, the sophomore from Poland and from the New York Military Academy. She's going to pick up her first foul.
ASU right now, 0 points in the paint. They've got to get something going inside.
Yeah, no field goals for the last 4.5 minutes so far for Arizona State. A team that is first in scoring defense, but 11th in scoring offense. Walker tries the teardropper, and that can't fall. And so, you know, Charlie Turner-Thorne can instill such a great defense, but how will they do offensively against this Buffalo's team is really the question. Down inside to Peanut Tuatele. Finau on the drive, and a nice finish with the right hand for two.
Finau is really tough on the drive, so they have to be aware of her doing that and not give her those driving lanes.
9-5 Buffaloes. Low scoring first quarter so far. Loetta trying to get a screen, now dumps it into Sanders. Penetration inside, Hansen, long range, yes!
And that was one of the first good penetrations we've seen inside, and when the defense collapsed, they were able to pass it out to Hansen for a wide open three.
It's that drive and kick that Arizona State had needed, and they got it with Hansen, their best three-point shooter. Hollingshed against Sanders. And a kick out to Blackston for three. Won't fall, and Jaden Simmons grabs the board. Hansen on the drive, pulls up from the elbow, yes.
Yeah, we get her going, and it's going to really help ASU's offense.
Tay Hansen going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting, as on the drive, looked like Kulinska got tied up in the paint, and it's going to result in a jump ball. The possession arrow pointed in Colorado's direction, and so it will stay with the Buffaloes.
And Hollingshed very quiet so far this game.
Only 2 points for the senior from Houston, Texas, but she is still such a dangerous threat inside and out, as Finau open three from the corner, and that clangs off the rim, no good. Over to Caldwell, coming on inside, and she's going to draw the foul.
I like the way Caldwell goes hard to the basket, too. Instead of stopping, she just kept on going right to the basket, and now is ending up at the free throw line. She made her first two, so let's hope she keeps on that trend.
Yeah, for a player like Caldwell, who didn't get a whole lot of action, didn't see a whole lot of minutes last season in her freshman year, but the sophomore from Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, has really stepped it up and has become an important piece as she knocks down the first free throw. Mainly because also of Arizona State and how they just have not been able to stay healthy for most of the year.
One thing about Caldwell, she really worked hard on her game. She was one of the players that they always point out in practice, was going the extra mile, really put time in the offseason, and you can tell.
Yeah, she's definitely getting rewarded for that hard work. She's getting much needed and critical minutes for this Sun Devils team. Loose ball picked up by Sanders. And so under the 2-minute mark, Sun Devils up by 3. Gone on a little 7-0 run here over the last minute. Sanders steps into a three. Yes! Brianna Sanders for 3. Timeout, Colorado. The Sun Devils with 10 unanswered. And it takes us to a Colorado timeout, 15-9, Arizona State.